I represent Afikpo North, Afikpo South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Ebonyi State. Mr. Speaker, I move that the House do commence debate on the second reading of a bill for an act relating to caller location information of users of telecommunication devices and other matters connected therewith. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, this bill seeks to avail security operatives and telecommunication operators a platform for providing caller location information to law enforcement agencies in situations where lives of innocent persons are at stake. Mr. Speaker, the emphasis here is the situations where lives of innocent persons are at stake. That is the only contemplation of this bill. Mr. Speaker, the aim is to help quickly reach those who may be in dire need of rescue from security agencies. In most other climes, we have 911 calls, where if somebody under an emergency situation makes a 911 call, that call is immediately routed to through the telecom communicators or operators to security agencies for quick response to such situations. But here, we don't have any protocol that makes it mandatory for our telecom providers to make such information timelessly available to security agencies. Mr. Speaker, I would like to draw our attention to the fact that Section 11, subsection 1 of our Constitution, including Section 14, subsection 2B of our Constitution, both enjoin this House to make laws for public safety. The executive arm is also enjoined to make the provision of security the primary purpose of government. Mr. Speaker, I always like to also refer to our legislative agenda, which our legislative agenda on security initiative clearly states that this House, with your kind permission if I read, this House will provide legislative backing to measures aimed at addressing national security challenges, including terrorism and insurgency in the northeast of the country, kidnapping and crime generally. The legal framework to support the security services in tackling crime, terrorism, and other national security concerns will be given full support. So this bill, Mr. Speaker, is in tandem with both what our Constitution expects us to do and what we as a House have chosen upon ourselves to do to protect the citizens for who we are here to make laws for. In summary, Mr. Speaker, this bill will make it mandatory for telecom providers to provide call location information in an emergency situation to a law enforcement official or agency in order to respond to such an emergency situation where disclosure of communications relating to the emergency is required without delay. So, in summary, Mr. Speaker, people in danger, people under emergency situations, people maybe kidnapped victims, maybe victims who are affected by terrorism or militancy or any emergency situation can make a call to any of the security agencies and have the confidence that such calls will be responded to immediately so that their lives can be saved. In a nutshell, Mr. Speaker, I think this is a bill that makes security of lives a priority as far as our legislation is concerned. So I will call on our members to give it the support that it deserves so that lives and property can be better preserved and secured. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Linus.